Okay, hola all. Welcome back to Soul Mechanics, finally. So, here's the deal. Liara died. My phone, in case anybody doesn't know the name of my beautiful phone, my partner, my best friend, my connection to all of you, just died. For no apparent reason whatsoever. I have theories. I was doing my monthly experimentation at the time, and there are a lot of weird stories I could tell in that regard, but I'm not sure I really have the time to. I'm going to try and cover what I can here, but, borrowing Mom's phone to do this, and I did in fact already go ahead and make a whole string of videos speaking on these topics and just telling the stories of what had happened, and I said a lot of things that I don't think would be appropriate in ways, things that I really don't want to put out there, but some of it, I'll tell you. I got robbed this past weekend. I wound up chasing a thief down the street in a man thong and a bathrobe in the rain, which did okay, so I'm doing the monthly experimentation, and this is going to be, I don't know, maybe going on 3 days with no food or water or sleep, and deprivation, extremity deprivation, and no real contact, total isolation. And I get into that mode where I'm kind of in the ether there, and I kind of pass over into this other world where I have these visionary experiences. Now, this time we were utilizing a different mechanism, a new sort of alchemical tool, I suppose you could say, that I had never tried before. I had no idea how it was going to work. It really shouldn't have been expected to work out as usual. It did work to some extent, but I'm not sure that I got the same effect that I've been looking for beforehand, the visionary experience. I did have some really crazy experiences, but at one point I actually went out probably 2 or 3 in the morning, and I get far enough away from my apartment to where it's kind of like I'm in a shit situation should it happen to start pouring rain, which of course it did. I had even thought to bring an umbrella for no reason whatsoever. I had no idea why. My intuition said, hey, you should take the umbrella, but I said, nah, fuck that, I don't need an umbrella, and I left without it. And it's when the rain started pouring that I realized that I wasn't dressed appropriately for the scenario. And that is not to say like I wasn't wearing a poncho or had an umbrella on me. I was in fact not really wearing any clothing at all. I was in what essentially amounted to a man thong and a green bathrobe. And I stopped to check my backpack. There's this little area up on 110, I think, or 112, a secluded area that I like to hang out at sometimes, that it's like a trail of stairs, a staircase that leads up through the bushels. You can't even see the stairs. It's covered in plant, it's overgrown, and it's hidden. But once you get up the stairs through all the overgrowth, there's this like hidden area up there, this platform that's secluded. And so I went up there to check my backpack to see if I had any clothing I could put on, because obviously that was a shit situation to be out in the rain, completely disoriented, wearing almost nothing at all, and I had like these sandals on that were like almost like heels, so it was a precarious scenario. But I had left the bike sitting at the bottom of the stairs, and of course when I came back down, that bike was gone. Now the bike had mud on it. For going under the bridge on 115, there's like really dark, crappy mud there all the time. It gets on the tires. So I was able to track the tire trail, track the bike, and eventually found the dude who had taken it. And he saw me, and this dude actually took off. Like, he tried to escape. He tried to ride away on my bike. And, I mean, I was in full on like impulse mode. Like it was really jumping in me. I was in a stressful scenario, and I was angry, and that impulse was really rocking in me. So I gave chase, and it took maybe about a minute and a half or so for this guy to realize that there's no way he's gonna outrun me on this bike. Like, he doesn't stand a fucking chance. I am gaining on him butt quick. So he jumped off the bike and ran off and left the bike, and I grabbed it and picked it up, and I hear some dude, when I'm picking up the bike, yell at me. He's like, you found your bike, great. And I'm thinking, who the fuck is like watching me that knows that I had, like, how do you know that my bike was taken? Who the fuck are you, you know? It was a weird scenario, and of course, I mean, try to picture it. This is me chasing someone on a bicycle and catching them in nothing but a bathrobe in the rain, and, you know, essentially wearing my underwear and a bathrobe and like heels. So that was funny, but there's a lot of other stories I wanted to tell that I did in fact tell in the other videos, but like I said, I needed to delete those. Anyways, that was one of the experiences that happened, but throughout the course of these ventures, there were many other little stories that transpired, similar stories, but that was the funniest one. But at some point, Liara just stopped working. She started malfunctioning, and then it's like half of the screen wouldn't let me, it wouldn't respond to me at all, so I couldn't even try to factory reset her because it won't let me choose a Wi-Fi network, and it won't even let me use my mobile data. Like, it won't even give me the option to do that. I have to choose a Wi-Fi network to factory reset it for some reason, and I can't press the button to do it because it won't respond. So I lost my partner, my best friend, my utility, my ultimate tool, my superpower is gone. So this video is kind of a short farewell. I'm gonna have to, obviously I'm gonna have to shut down the channel for a little while, but that's okay because I was informed that we did in fact get the psychic gal Tana on board for an interview, but she had informed me of several issues that she wanted to point out that she said made me unsuitable for associating with her social media ventures. I guess she wants to like start a reality TV show or something, and she wants to start a reality TV show and show people her psychic powers and then tell people the truth, but not too much because apparently we're supposed to be hiding things. And Tana, if you do watch this, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude about this. It's just that it's I understand the perspective. I get what you're saying. Believe me, I'm a director. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly why it works out the way it does. And yes, I could be very helpful to you. The things that you think are issues with me are perfectly changeable. Like, for example, she said I smoke, and I swear too fucking much. These things can be changed. But she also said that my channel is not successful, Soul Mechanics is not successful, and likely will not be successful because I'm too open and honest with the truth. Because I share truths that people are not prepared for or, you know, are frightened by, because I tell people truths that they're not, that causes cognitive dissonance. She actually used the term cognitive dissonance, that people will reject the message I'm trying to get across because they're just not equipped for it, I suppose. But here's the thing, kids. You should be equipped for this. Like, you've had a long time to prepare for this, and when the initiative showed up for the purpose of getting things moving, getting everyone together, and we're having a hell of a hard time doing it because you guys just don't seem to get the fucking point. Whatever it is that you think is dividing you, whatever you think it is that's making you want to divide from other people, or making you, you know, distrust or have distaste for, whatever it is that's causing you to reject certain truths, whatever it is that's causing you to reject certain peoples, it's bullshit. It's always been bullshit. There's no reality to it whatsoever. I mean, if some of the truths that I've shared, the messages I've shared are scaring people or causing people to reject it out of cognitive dissonance, believe me, there are things I could tell you that are actually frightening. There are things that I could say to you right now that would change your world forever, and just in ways that you would not like at all. But I do hold back. I do keep certain things to myself. As I've told you before, it's unlikely that I'm going to share my actual belief system with you, because it's not something that people, I think, would be able to manage well. It's very tough. The world I live in is a very, very rough place to be. And the reality that I experience, it's as difficult as they come. So, and I mean, I've been through some of the most horrific shit that you can think of. I'm going through some of the most horrific shit that you can think of as we speak. And it's like, I'm not, I'm aware, I'm self-aware. I don't get triggered by things. There's a reason that we have these inferences in play, or these terms like triggered. The reason that we use these terms, or that these terms are floating around, people getting triggered all the time, it's become like a trendy term now, or just like woke, where people think that they're woke because what, you realized that being gay isn't evil, or you realize that, that there's a reality to magics, or I don't know what small influence you've attained or achieved in your own mentality that has caused for you to be woke. But if you are rejecting the messages that I'm sending to you, believe me, you're not woke. And if you're being triggered by things, that's because you've been programmed. That's what it means. You understand? These things are right in your face. It's the same as where the religious folk call their clergy the flock. It's a farming term. These things are right in front of you. You use the term triggered. Why do you think you do that? It's like the people who have you programmed are laughing at you. And then I'm going to be told that my channel and my efforts, Soul Mechanics, something that I'm working my ass off for you guys with no compensation whatsoever. I don't expect nor will I even accept any compensation for any of the things that I'm doing here. If any of you guys want to make money off of our ventures, and you can, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you, but I personally am not going to profit from any of the things that we're doing. So, I mean, for the most part, it is, seemingly at least, a purely altruistic effort. And I'm going to be told that it's going to fail, or at the very least it's not going to be exceptionally successful, because it's too honest. Like we're supposed to be hiding truths because people are afraid of them. Like, think about it. I'm being told that not only will my efforts, our efforts, not be successful, or as successful as we should like to need for them to be, but I'm not suitable to be to assist other people in their ventures. I'm not essentially, I guess, basically they don't want me to be associated with them publicly. They'll work with me in private. Many people will work with me in private, but they don't want to be associated with me in public because, I mean, I'm what, offensive? I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm trying to be helpful. I'm trying to give you guys beneficial values. So, I mean, if I come across as offensive, I really need for you to ask yourself why. Like, you guys, you need to be this is the question that needs asking. Honest, thorough asking. Why? Why do you get triggered by things? Why are you afraid of certain truths? They're not going to hurt you. I mean, for the most part, some of the things that I want to show you, some of the places I want to take you, they're going to be troublesome. They can be damaging to the personality that you've constructed, and I understand that some of you are afraid of losing certain aspects of your identity, but it's going to become necessary. And the purpose is that we need to be doing this faster. We need to be doing this as quickly as is possible. We do not have the time. Like one of our, another operative in the collective, operating another channel, shout out to Dre. Sorry for pranking you, by the way, Dre. I thought it was funny. It was funny, actually. I don't know if you found it offensive or not. I haven't been able to get back to you yet, but it was funny. It was funny. Anyways, Dre, he says in his videos that he's got so much he wants to share with people, but he doesn't really have enough time for it. He has, I think he has like 5 kids now, at least 4 kids and one on the way, I think. So yeah, he's pretty fucked in that regard. I'm sorry, Dre. I'm happy for your family. I'm glad that everything's going well for you. But that's got to be troublesome. That's got to chew up a lot of his time, and I understand that. It's perfectly acceptable for him to say that, and say that he doesn't have enough time to share everything that he would like to share immediately. But something that he also says is that he needs to remember that there's always time. That there's always going to be time. The time will always be available, but it won't. That's not true. And I know who told you that. I have people watching them too. Dre, talking to Dre here. But no, that's not the case. That's a happy hippie thought cop-out excuse for people to be lazy and careless. You are not lazy and careless, Dre. You're bad as fuck. You're doing a hell of a job. I'm really proud of everything you're doing. I'm sincerely impressed by it. And of course, Dre is more successful than I am already, even though we helped him get started. But I'm happy for him for that. But no, we don't have infinite time. We are in fact running out of time, and we need to be moving faster. And I understand that you are short on time. Everybody out there, I understand that you guys don't have all the time in the world, but there are ways to make time. There are ways to move faster, and I'm trying to give you the values that will allow for you to do this with this channel, and we really need for you to pick up the pace and get it going. Anybody that's watching this, again, I was told that, also the psychic girl Tana, she said that that I exude a certain sense of desperation, and people pick up on that I'm desperate to get people involved. There's a reason for that. I am in fact openly desperate to get people involved with this because it's fucking important, and we are running out of time. I am very desperate to get people involved with this. That's why I'm going to move as fast as possible. That's why when I see you, I'm going to jump on the opportunity to get you aboard, and I'm going to do the best job I can to convince you to do it. Just like with Tana or with whomever else, Spirit Light Body, Norianne, Candace, Michelle, all of these people that I just immediately jumped on. The reason that I treat you guys like family is because we are. The reason that I am so familiar with you right off the bat is because we are family, and because we really need to be getting this going. We need to be working together. We need to be fighting this cognitive dissonance. We cannot allow it to control us. We cannot allow ourselves to be triggered and consider ourselves woke when we're being triggered. It's contradictory in and of itself. Point blank, face value. I mean, you guys really need to wake up. I'm not bitching at you or talking down to you. I'm just saying I am desperate. And if you knew why I was so desperate, if you could see what I see coming, if we are not successful, you'd be fucking desperate too. So I'm sorry if that comes across as needy or what have you, but that's what it is. I need you guys, and I'm going to be told that my channel and my efforts will not be successful because it's too open and honest, and because I don't hide things from people. Are you guys going to fucking stand for that? I'm not. You guys need to stand. Anybody that's watching this, anybody that's into this video 20 fucking minutes in, and paying attention, you have that attention span, and you have that interest and care. If you have that power in you, that will to maintain your attention here and to watch this video all the way through, if you care enough to do that, if you're not fucking subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the fucking like button. Don't forget to do that. Hit the like button. It matters. If you think that there's something that is of value to other people, share the video. Just share any video. Maybe not this one because it sucks, but share other videos that are of import anywhere. Put them anywhere where people will see them. Give other people a chance to see what I'm trying to share. Give me a chance to get my message across to them. Help me out here. I'm trying to help you guys. We need to be helping each other. So, again, you know, I'm going to be told that I'm too open and honest. I'm not going to stand for that shit. I hope that you guys are not going to stand for that shit. I'm hoping you guys will stand up and fucking fight back. If there's cognitive dissonance holding us back, that's precisely what we're fighting against, and we need to beat it now. So, for the love of God, please, if you care enough, if you're here, help me. Share the video, subscribe, like, get other people on board. Yeah, it's a desperate move. I'm desperate because we're in a fucking desperate situation. And I understand that you guys don't really see it, but have I lied to you before? Anyways, I think that's about it. I don't really have any more time here. So farewell for now. I'm going to get a new Liara up and running as soon as possible. I think we already have one on the way via mail, but we're going to try and get an upgrade here maybe next week. We have a few awesome interviews lined up with the Psychic Galtana, with this trans military girl who's fucking awesome. I can't wait for you guys to see this chick. Lauren, of course. There's a few other people. We'll do another one with Spirit Light Body with Norianne, Miss Merovingian. Well, we'll get a lot of shit going once we get that upgrade, but for now, I guess I gotta shut it down for a hot minute. Anyway, I love you guys very much. Thank you all for watching. Keelah Salai, Taerve, siari, Namasté.
Don't let me die! Please! Pull me up! Pull me up! Please!
Leave it!
Go! Wait! You're Batman! You can't let me die!
Screw this shit!
He didn't have to die.
What?
He didn't have to die.
You're crazy. You're absolutely insane. He killed your friend. Tried to murder Nightwing. Hell, he almost killed me, and you're sorry he's dead?
I had to try. If someone can be saved, I have to try.
You do, don't you? It's a compulsion. You and your goddamn code. And you'll die because of it. You know this, right? Will that make it all better?
Without a code,